Hey guys, so today's video is going to be something different, not a review or not a update, I promise. I wanted to tell you guys about some new books that I got, and one that I just finished this morning. I'm so sad about it. Not because I finished it. Well, yeah, because I finished it, but it was so good that I'm just so sad that I finished it, you know? And I'll explain the entire book, Hangover. So, this is the book I finished. It is Shadowhunters, The Mortal Instruments, City of Heavenly Fire. It's the 6th book in the series. There's 6, but they officially don't, see, okay, so it goes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they don't really advertise this one on the backs of any of it, so it kind of took me by surprise because I thought that the 5th one was the very last one. That's why I was mad when I found out that this was the last book. Not because I didn't want to read it. No, I totally wanted to read it. No, it was because I thought that the 5th one was the last one. And when I first saw the 5th one, I read the back of it and it said the last one or something like that. It was just very interesting that it wasn't the last one, even when it said it was. So the Shadowhunters is, and if you don't know about it, it's just like, it's about demons and hell, heaven, God, all this stuff. And now I know you're thinking, what are you reading? And it sounds worse than it really is. And if you, it's hard to explain. I'm listening to music from the show right now, so if that's what's throwing you off, then I really love this song, so I had to put it in here. So, so there are these angels, half humans, and they have incredible abilities with runes, like tattoos that they draw on themselves, and with stellies, and they have all these incredible powers. Once they activate the runes, it just gives them far sight, agility, soundless, yeah, it's just an interesting books. But it's okay, so the very beginning of this entire thing, I haven't read the first one. I didn't know that our library had the entire series, so I was kind of thrown off. I just started up the second one and caught up with the first one that I had read that was different from this one. Like, they have all these different types of these books, you know? Well, anyway, so this is the first one in this, like, particular covers, you know, of the series, and I started on that one. Sorry, my phone's a little far away, but that one, I started on that one. From what I sort of know, it's about Clary, and she goes to this club, and she witnesses a murder, and then her mom was they're all teenagers, by the way, and she witnesses this gorgeous guy, Jace, murder somebody, and she has no idea what to think. She thinks he's a murderer. She thinks he's insane. She just wants to get away from all of it. Then she finds out she's part of this, her family, her entire life has been a lie, all this stuff, and she ends up joining the Shadowhunters, and they fight demons, and they try to rid the world of evil. And, it's just a really good series. If you haven't checked it out, you should. I mean, you might not like it, mostly because some of the stuff isn't biblical, but it is really good. I am telling you, if you are a huge, like, action lover and romance, these are the books for you. They're the Shadowhunters books. Oh, and don't mind these. I just have a ton of stacks of books because I was this particular video, I was trying to find the right height for my phone, and I just moved it far away, so. Okay, so, that was the book I just finished. I'm part of a book hangover right now, and that book hangover is finish book, cry. Crap, I forgot already. It's something like that. Finish book, cry, start new book, fall in love, then, you know, the cycle goes on and on. So, This book, I know I don't have the book jacket on it, but this book is part of a series too. It's called Land of Stories, and it's called Worlds Collide. I have read every single book, the first one through the 5th one. This is the 6th one. I am going to start it tomorrow. And if I don't get bored today, then I'll start it today. But part of book hangover, remember, gotta cry first, mourn over finishing the book. A great series. Anyway, this is like way information. It's like about all of this. Sorry, I was going to say Shadowhunters. No. It's about fairy tale characters. It's like all the stories combined into one. Like Goldilocks, Red Riding Hood, Mother Goose, or, yeah, like that. Sorry, I forgot. Something like that. Anyway, and then 2 kids. Their grandmother is the fairy. She's a fairy. She's very powerful. I just forgot. Anyway, Alex and Connor are twins, and their grandmother visits occasionally, and she brings this book with them of fairy tales that they love, that they've heard since they were babies. And then one night, they find out that the book is glowing, and they can travel inside the book. And the first one is all about them finding out what the book is about, and finding out what is inside the pages, and all that stuff. And then they have to find all of these objects in order to get home, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. And then the second one is about, like, Maleficent, kind of. It's like the Enchantress returns and Sleeping Beauty and all this stuff. It's so cool. And it's a really good series. I highly, highly recommend this book. Just like that one. But it's so good, and I'm so excited to start this book. It has been like a year, probably 2 years since I've read the 5th one, and I remember the end. That's all I remember, and part of the middle, but it's all fuzzy, and I'm too lazy to go back and read it. This is a good book. I am totally recommending it to you guys. Now, these last 2, they are new. I have not read these. Well, obviously, I haven't read this one yet, but I haven't read these at all, and I just got them on Saturday. This one is called Emily Winsnap, 2 Magical Mermaid Tales. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mermaids? Really? You're 14. You should stop reading about mermaids. But this one seemed interesting. Just hear me read it out. It's so interesting. It says, the tale of Emily Winsnap. Emily is ecstatic when her mother, after years of keeping Emily away from the water, agrees to swimming lessons. But there's a startling surprise in store when Emily finally gets her feet wet. And then there's another one called Emily Winsnap and the Monster from the Deep, which, obviously, it's about mermaids, so I figured, well, I already know what it's about. But anyway, it looks interesting. And it kind of reminds me of Ariel, but differently. You know, like when she goes on land, she gets legs, but but she's used to her tail and all that stuff. Now, she turns into a mermaid. It's exciting. And then this other one, my best friend Scarlett read this one. She loved it. I mean, really loved it. And this one has a different cover than the one that she read, so it kind of threw me off a little. But I remember what she said it was about. It's called Heartless. And no, it's not about cutting out somebody's heart. It's just emotionally, probably, but not in real life. This one is about, okay, so this one is like Alice in Wonderland. You'll understand. Catherine may be one of the most desired girls in Wonderland and a favorite of the unmarried king, but her interests lie elsewhere. A talented baker. She wants to open a shop and create delectable pastries. But for her mother, such a goal is unthinkable for a woman who could be a queen. As a royal ball where Kath is expected to receive the king's marriage proposal, she meets handsome and mysterious Jest. For the first time, she feels the pull of true attraction. At the risk of offending the king and infuriating her parents, she and Jest enter into a secret courtship. Kath is determined to choose her own destiny, but in a land thriving with magic, madness, and monsters, fate has other plans. That sounds like an interesting book. So, that was one heck of a video. Sorry the music was very off the charts. Like, I thought I was going to play one of my other favorite songs. Like, not to say these aren't my favorite songs, it's just these were not in my interests of listening to today on this video. I don't know. There's nothing else interesting in my life right now, so I'm just, besides the play, I'm just hanging out, doing stuff, making videos. So yeah. If you're new and you see this, please subscribe, help me out. Bye!